fire in the shade?
Maybe.
That'd be helpful.
I don't know. All right, we are officially live. What's up, everyone? This is our first time doing this, so bear with us. But it doesn't matter. I don't think anyone's ever going to see this video.
Maybe.
Maybe not.
Maybe not.
What we are doing is we are recording this so that increase the gain a little bit, so that I can take the transcript and actually write a newsletter. So, but I think these will get better over time. So, quick updates. This is what this is about. This is a update video from Zach
and Naomi.
And for those of you who might just be tuning in on our journey, we are planting a church in New Orleans, Louisiana. We just moved here less than a year ago, February 23rd.
Something like that.
I think it's February 23rd. My dad's birthday. I think it's when.
Happy birthday, Dad.
Well, it's not his birthday now. It's then.
Happy birthday, then, Dad.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Strong start. Okay. Yeah. So we want to give updates on our life. November has been wild. So we moved here, and one of the biggest obstacles. First, okay, let me back up. Planning a church, we knew that we would be opening our home. That is where we would be gathering people. As we wanted to start in our home, we wanted to feel authentic, intimate, close. We feel like our home is a holy place. I've always kind of imagined our home being. I would tell Naomi this when we were, dating and early married. I want our home to feel like a revolving door. Like people are always coming in, coming out. Like it feels very communal. So we knew our home was going to be a hub and where be kind of ground zero for the community that we're building. One of the biggest obstacles for us building and gathering people in our home was just our living space just wasn't conducive. Okay. So, we didn't have like the right furniture. It's
a new setup because New Orleans houses are like the shotgun style, long living rooms that can continue into the dining room. Some people put their beds in the living room. And so it's just a new floor layout as well. So our furniture from before definitely did not work.
No, we had people over once several months ago, probably May, June,
something like that,
May or June. And there were people, you could tell it's not comfortable. We had these unique little like lazy boy wave chairs, and it wasn't conducive, and it was distracting, and it just was like we were forcing something. So one of the biggest things that have held us back from starting to gather people is furniture, and trying to find a way to optimize and organize our living space so that if people come, it can foster conversation, it can foster connection. And that just wasn't the case. And so I have spent 2 or 3 years researching couches. We have needed a new couch for many, many years. And so I've been researching them. And one of the couches that kept coming up just from its durability, its flexibility, how you can customize it was Lovesac. I don't know if you guys heard of it. It's a great company, great brand. Anyway, we were looking at Lovesacs. And so probably the first week of November, it was a Saturday. We didn't have much to do. I kind of got the itch. I was like, well, let's see if there's like a Lovesac showroom around, and we can just go let's go look at them. We had a church that has started to donate monthly to us in a rather large quantity. And so we're getting some resources now, and it's like, okay, well, how do we leverage those resources to, optimize our living space so that we can actually start having gatherings? And so we go to the Lovesac showroom and we fall in love. And one thing you need to know about Naomi.
One thing you need to know about me is that I cannot get excited about something until it's happening. Like I'm very in the moment. So if he's visionary and he speaks about the future, that's great. And I can try to get excited for it, but I have to see it, touch it, feel it, sense it. Yeah. And then I'm like, okay, I see what you're talking about. So going there was, it was essential.
It was huge
for me.
It was huge for her.
I got giddy. I sat on the couch. I was like, oh, okay.
You did. It was awesome.
This is, I can't think of anything better than this couch.
Yep. It was awesome.
It just seemed perfect. Yeah.
Yeah. We fell in love immediately. And then they had great salesmen. Shout out to Lovesac team.
Yeah.
We didn't look at any more couches. We're like, okay, well, this is what we want. And so I actually applied for financing. I was like, well, let's just finance it. They are a little bit on the pricier side, but because of the durability, the modular nature of them is like, oh, this is perfect. We'll pay a little bit extra, but it's commercial. If there's lots of people sitting on it, if there's kids that come, families, like it's going to be able to withstand the storm of that kind of traffic. Mm-hmm. So it's going to be worth the investment. So I was like, we'll just finance it. And so they have financing options right there. I was like, okay, we'll do monthly payments. I applied for financing and got declined. Freaking gut punch.
Wah, wah, wah.
And my credit's not like terrible. Like we don't have a lot of debt. We don't have a lot of consumer debt. There's like, it just, I don't know. It just was like not meant to be. And it was like really deflating. And we drove home and I was really, really sad.
You were sad.
I was. But the Lord had other plans.
Yeah.
So Naomi speaks to a friend that we have kind of made over our time here. They're from the city. And so Naomi shared with this person, with this friend of ours, what happened. Like, hey, we're trying to get a couch. We didn't get approved for financing, XYZ. And that was it. Well, the next day I get a text message from this friend and they said, hey, why don't you come over? I want to have something that I want to share with you. So Naomi and I go over and this person hands us a $3,000 check to purchase the couch.
Mm-hmm.
And so wild miracle out of nowhere. It was like, whoa, okay. I see what's happening here. So, so we were able to purchase the couch. It came in like less than 2 weeks. Fun fact,
so fast.
It came in really quick. I got crazy food poisoning the day it came in, which was awful. So Naomi literally put 85% of it together. Yeah.
It took 4 hours.
4 hours.
My
30 boxes.
My hand and my arm from like pushing and pulling and oh man, I got a wallop from putting that couch together. And yeah.
What's a wallop?
Watcha.
Then that would be a watcha, not a wallop.
I got a watcha from putting that couch together.
Praise the Lord.
It was extreme, but anyways, it's really lovely.
It's an amazing couch. It's amazing. It's incredible. We don't regret it at all.
No.
So we put this couch together and we start thinking about Thanksgiving, because that's like a week away. And one of our closest friends, Savannah, we talk about her all the time. She moved with us back in 2020 to be a part of our kind of the ministry that we felt called to. We were already kind of organizing with her, doing like a Thanksgiving dinner. We're not big on the holidays, probably because we're spoiled and we have great families who've always done the holidays for us. So like when it's up to us, like last Thanksgiving, we did tacos and it wasn't big. It wasn't special at all. We didn't do anything, which is fine with me. And I think it's also fine with her. Like we're kind of just like, whatever. Yeah. Savannah was not going to let that happen. She was like, we are doing Thanksgiving. I'm buying a ham. I'm doing macaroni and cheese. We had kind of divvied up dishes and we were like, we're doing it. So after we got the couch, we started having conversations of like, well, what if we invited people to come?
Yeah, because now we have places for
now
people to
now
sit.
We act like the excuse has been we don't have a place for people to go.
Yeah.
Now we do.
Right.
Let's do it. And so but I didn't reach out to anybody. I was like, whatever, like maybe it happens, maybe it doesn't. It was just a thought. Well, the next day, I get a text from a woman named Noelle. Noelle's an interesting story because in the first week of November, I went to like a worship concert for an artist that I really love, and their music means a lot to me. And as I was going to the show, I remember feeling like, man, something significant's going to take place. Like something something profound is going to happen tonight. And honestly, I thought it was going to be between me and the artist because I loved him. I was like, see me and be my friend. That didn't happen. But what did happen is I sat next to a woman. Her name is Noelle, who has just recently been radically saved. Like August of this year, she was into witchcraft. She's doing Eastern medicine. She was channeling spirits and doing crystals and all that, like ayahuasca, DMT, all into the entire new age space, and has been radically transformed by Jesus and the Holy Spirit. And so she sat next to me and we talked for like 2 hours before the show started and swapped information. And I just told her, I was like, my wife is going to love you. She is going to love you. And so that was our son trying to sneak in. And so we swapped information. Well, going back to the text, is that a baby crying?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, we're gonna have to speed this up. Noelle sends me a text the next day, going back to the text message saying, hey, would love to get together with you and your wife. It was a pleasure meeting you, sharing stories. Like, I want to meet you guys and spend time. And so I took that as a sign and I was like, okay, like, do you want to come to Thanksgiving? Like, do you have plans?
Mm-hmm.
And come to find out she didn't. And so we had our first guest coming to our home for Thanksgiving. And then fast forward a couple more days, Naomi got the itch to.
Yeah, well, it was just because, like, you said, Noelle is coming, and I was like, I have people I can invite. If we're gonna invite people, let's do this. So jumped into that and sent a text to one of the moms that I had met at the park months before. And asked her if she was doing anything for Thanksgiving. And it was so cool because when I invited her over, she sounded, through text, so excited. Which is cool that people are, I don't know, I just kind of felt like there are some people who are waiting for an invite. So she came to her husband and her little 2-year-old girl. So we had 6 adults. No, 6 adults.
6 adults,
4 children,
and 4 kids.
10 total.
10 people planned to come on Thanksgiving. And so we were like, well, we need more food. I'm going to make a turkey. We're going to do the whole thing.
Yeah. And they brought food too. Like, they were like, what can I bring? So it was kind of a potluck style Thanksgiving. It was really sweet.
Yeah. And so in preparation for them coming, we were like, well, we need to clean the house. We need to get everything perfect. And we did. It was amazing. It was beautiful. But one of the things that's unique is, like, Naomi had never met Noelle. I had only met her once. I had never met Sarah or Julius or their daughter. Naomi had only met her
2 other times.
2 other times. So, these are new people from different walks of life. Yeah. I have no idea their experiences, but we know that there is something about us and an assignment we have to share Jesus, to share the gospel, to teach the word, to galvanize a community under the Lord. Like, we just feel assigned to build a colony of heaven here in the city. But how do you do that in a way that doesn't feel like you're forcing something or you have false motives or anything like that? And so all that to say, when they showed up and they came and sat at our table, it didn't take 10 minutes for the conversation of Christ to be brought up.
Yes.
And
it was so fast and it was so organic.
Yeah. It was rich and beautiful and honest and genuine. And we spent 5 hours.
Yes.
Where the Holy Spirit and Christ were the centrifugal force.
Yes.
And the centerpiece of the conversation for the entirety of the evening. And it was unbelievable. My heart, like everything, it was amazing. And the biggest piece of it all, the piece that just gives you like the Lord's thumbprint, is that dinner, which we are considering our first gathering as a community, was 8 years to the day when we received the prophetic word to start this adventure, to leave what we were doing in Charlotte, North Carolina, to come and be here. And so it was
to the day.
And so it was very significant. It was not it was sacred. It was holy. It was pure.
Yes.
It was rich. And now it feels like we have a bit of a launching pad for what's to come. And so since then, Naomi has met back up with Sarah. She went over to her house this week, spent some time with her and her family. And then we've been texting with Noelle. We're getting dinner with her next week before we go on a trip. We're leaving December 13th and we'll be back on January 1st. And so we're really looking forward to what's to come. And then the weekend after Thanksgiving, we
literally the next day.
Yeah, the next day.
So Friday, Saturday.
Yeah, Naomi and I went on our annual marriage summit, and we decided that we are going to start gathering weekly on Tuesday nights. We're calling it open house. And it just be an anchored touch point for the relationships that we're building and creating to bring people in. And so baristas, Sarah, Noelle, Julius, all neighbors, like, come and visit, come and be in our atmosphere, come into this holy place that we've been worshiping over for almost a year and honestly praying over for 8 years, and see what the Lord does in our midst and how we can grow closer to him, greater devotion yielded towards him and his presence. And it's remarkable. It's really incredible to see what's happening, and it's beautiful and it's small and it's intimate, but we can see things starting to take shape. And so, yeah. And so currently we're prepping and getting ready to start packing to go to Christmas with our family, and looking forward to what's to come in 2026.
Yeah. And just to speak a little bit more about like the gathering, I hope we can't hear that baby in the background. Just to speak a little bit more about the gathering and all that. It's one of the words I would use is that it felt very real. Like he said, pure. I don't know. I think there's this element to it that you said, you don't want it to be forced. And that's what's been so lovely and beautiful about it, is that it feels like it's just like organically happening. It's not a gear inside of us that's not already there. It feels like it's not a dread or a strain, but it feels like just this natural flow of who we already are. And I don't know, it just feels so pure and real and lovely, and it makes me smile. And I never thought I would feel that way about social things. But I think because the Lord is in it and he's using each individual who is come into this house, it feels like the Lord is speaking to each of them, and we're all meeting together at this central place, which is our living room. And it's beautiful how the Lord is speaking to each person and bringing people in. And I don't know, it just gets me excited for like the meetings that are to come, and what our neighbors across the street will see it and be like, what's happening over there? And start wanting to, like, almost like a magnet, be pulled over here and into the presence of the Lord and into conversation and into, I don't know, just deeper, like knowing of him, and all of us, literally us too, like all of us learning together and just bringing heaven to earth in our living room. And it's just really, I don't know, even I'm going to show this. Noelle, when she came, she said that the Lord had been speaking to her that there were to be people meeting in living rooms throughout New Orleans. I might not say it exactly like she said it, but basically people meeting in living rooms throughout New Orleans, meeting over a meal. And she was like, and here I find myself in this living room meeting with you guys over a meal, speaking about Jesus. And we just see like the Lord's hand on all of it.
Yeah.
It's really sweet and wild that we get to like be a part of this and do this, and that he would ask us to do this, that we're in the puzzle. Like we're one of the pieces in the puzzle. It's really cool that we get to do this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the ground is rumbling beneath our feet. We can feel it. There's something bursting forth, and we are looking forward to what 2026 is going to hold.
Oh man.
It's going to be remarkable. So more info and more details to come, but wanted to make sure we gave you an update about where we're at and all the incredible momentum that we're experiencing. So that's it for us. Later. That's perfect.